teach you how to pipe a gerbera. For this we're going to need the 104 tip, Wilton 104, the Wilton 59S, which is a small petal tip, a number 1, which is a small round tip, and a number 4, which is another small round tip. The colours I've used is black, Sugar Flair Black Extra and Progel Pink. You will also need 2 round cutters, like so. Now we have our frozen cupcake and we flat ice it. We take our first round cutter, the larger one, and we find the centre of your cupcake and we just do an indentation, like so. And then we take our smaller one, as you can see, it's a small round one, and we place that in the centre of the larger one that we've just done. It's just to give us a guide where we're piping our flowers. Now, we take our 104, tighten your bag, and we're going to start on this outside edge, making small petals. So we're going to come up and back down again. Just leave a little space in between. Up. And carry on all the way round to make the petals of the gerbera. It's a bit similar to how you would pipe a daisy, really. Well, gerberas are large daisies. So we just continue all the way around until we've filled the whole cupcake. As you can see, it's forming all the little petals on the outside edge of the gerbera. Let's keep going round until we've actually filled. And there we go. So it's just an up and down motion, up and down motion. Now always have some wipes on hand, Dettol wipes, kitchen roll, anything, just so you can wipe the end of your tip. And then we're going to tighten the bag. This is important because it helps the flow of buttercream if your bag's tight. Now what we're going to do is go over these petals, but just bring it up and on an angle, your piping tip, so you've got your large end is always down towards the cupcake. And then we're going to go over the petals just to give that lift. As you can see, it looks like it's lifted. Petals lifted at the top. Gerberas aren't flat flowers. So it's just an up and down motion. Up and down. There we go. And just do that all the way around until you've gone over the last set of petals that you've just done. As you can see, that's taking shape now. There we go. And then we're just going to stop again, wipe the piping tip, tighten the bag, I'm just going to put the odd one here and there now. So one there. I'm going to stick one there. Gerbera's petals aren't actually uniform, so when you look at them they have a lot of, let's put a tiny one there, there, tiny one there, and there. Just try and slot them in between if you can. And in between there, and a tiny one there. There we go. This is my version of a gerbera. It may not look like the gerberas you get in shops, but it is my version of how to make a gerbera. So now you can see the petals are stood up. Now we're going to take our, excuse me, we're going to take our number 4, which is the small round tip, which is this one. I'm not sure whether there's a little tip for you. If your buttercream isn't coming out your piping tip, just have a glass of hot water just to dip in. There we go, that's coming out now. Just to dip in the, just to dip the piping tip in quickly, in and out. Now in the smaller circle here, we're going to pipe some tiny little blobs with the number 4. It's basically for the centre of the gerbera. I mean, some gerberas have green centres or greeny yellow, but I'd say a lot of them, they have a little black centre. Let's carry on round. Just fill that middle in with little blobs, like so. And it'll give you your centre of your gerbera. There we go, so there's your middle. And what we're going to do now is take our number 59, which is this small petal tip, the 59S. It's a Wilton 59S. I'm just going to pop that in that water. For some reason mine seems to roll. There we go, that's flowing. Right, so what we're going to do now is, because the gerbera's got like a little frilly centre, is come up with a little, make sure you make contact with your cupcake. Make sure your piping tip. Just put some little, it's got a bit of a frilly centre. You can have them long or short, doesn't matter, don't worry if it doesn't come out too much. And then we can also just jot little ones onto the petals, like so. Just take that all the way around, just filling in this centre really near the black. You know, short ones, long ones. Just filling it all in, so it's all, looks nice and fluffy like a gerbera does in the centre. It's got this fluffy, as you can see that's beginning to look more realistic now. carry on all the way round. And those. You can actually put some longer ones of these in between the petals. Pop some in here and there. As you can see, there's the centre of the gerbera. Now, we're going to take our number 1, which is a small round nozzle, as you can see. And we're going to hold the cupcake. And what we're going to do, because it has some tiny little... We don't really want these to be too long. One seems to be coming out too quick now. You just need to pipe some little stamens in there, just in and out of the try and get as many as you can in. So it's got quite a fluffy little centre. I want it quite long, I'm trying to keep them short. Just wipe the end of my tip. Try not to apply too much pressure and then you'll get shorter ones. If you put too much pressure on the bag, then obviously it's going to shoot out quite large ones. So we're going to put these all the way around in the centre, these little fluffy stamens. That's quite a big one there, never mind. Wipe one tip. Just carry on in the centre. Just try and fill quite a few in there. It is quite a fluffy little centre. I like to call it fluffy. You get quite a lot in. There we go. And put some more in. Well, okay, if some come out quite long, then don't worry about it. But it does all depend on how much pressure you're putting on the bag, whether they come out long or short. As you can see, that has formed a nice stop and wipe my tip. It's quite a long one now. I'm trying to stood up. That's it. Let's take that off. So we'll just go around and do a few more. As you can see, there's your centre now forming. That looks really, really, really pretty now. giving it more of the GERBERA of what it's like in the middle. Those little fluffy stamens. Like I said, you can put as many of these in as you want. I'm just going to continue just a little bit more. And the other one. See how that centre's formed on the GERBERA? It looks really, really fluffy. All those little stamens. And there's the centre of the GERBERA. And what I might do is actually slip a few more of these in, a few more of these petals from the 59s. Oh, we can put one there. It gives it more of that authentic look. And there you go. And there is a GERBERA. Thank you for purchasing this tutorial. I hope you join me again soon.